Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing great today. A couple nights ago I was platooned up with CB and I was in my M10 RBFM, and we were talking about this T67, about how they nerfed it, and I was explaining why I was playing the M10. He's like, well, let me play the 67, see what I think about it. I was like, cool, man. So we got on the Ruinberg Map, and we're going to show that game tomorrow, and had a decent game. And I was like, well, I jumped out of my RBFM, and I was like, let me get in a light tank and see what that way you're not competing against, it's a little bit more target rich environment, so I'm not banging any. And we got on this map here, and he had a really good game. And after the game was over, he said, nah, I don't think it's broken. And I was like, well, I think it is. I played it, I love the tank. I have a really good crew in it. And I've been playing it. It's not like I got it, 3 marked or nothing like that, but I just loved it. It was just so much fun. And I assumed that after the nerf that they nerfed the gun dispersion because but as it turns out, I did a couple I did a recording of in my garage of the T67 with my current setup and with a bare stock T67, and as it turns out, the gun dispersion was 0.39. It sure didn't seem like it was 0.39 to me. It's almost like they had that stat turned off, because it sure didn't play like 0.39. I don't know. It seemed a lot better. But what they actually nerfed is they nerfed the aim time, and they nerfed the gun loading time by a lot, and so it makes it feel completely different. So it takes it's a bigger bloom. It takes longer for it to aim in. And so you're rushing your shots, and of course you're missing. So I have to basically, if you're going to continue to play this tank, without doing any types of modifications, you're going to have to learn that you're going to have to sit there and let it aim in and take the shot. It's not the tank it used to be. Therefore, it's not as fun. Therefore, it's broken, in my opinion. And that's why I feel that way. I asked Happy about it. We platooned together. He took it out. He's like, this thing's garbage. Well, Happy has his 3 marked. So he knows a little bit about playing a T67. He's like, man, it's not the same tank. And it just breaks my heart, man, because I love this tank. And anybody that was like really good in there, loved to play it, probably feels the same way. Can it be fixed? It's never going to be fixed. It's never going to be what it was. But we could probably get it a little bit closer. I'm going to show off the video of the game that CB had, and he had a really good game, and he can make anything work. He's a beast. And then we'll show some stuff from my garage and the stats and what we might be able to do to get it close. I mean, I certainly hope so, because if I could get it back to with maybe a mod and refine that love and feeling for the T67, and I certainly hope so, it would be awesome. So anyway, this is outside the norm. I don't normally have a really long intro, but I just wanted to kind of premise what's about to happen here, and then you see something, put something in the comments. Well, hey, you were wrong there. This is blah blah. Say something. Let me know. And we'll keep talking about it. And my intention is to throw a mod or 2 on and play 67 again, and maybe do a follow-up video. And see what I think, and maybe I go back to playing the 67. I certainly hope so, because I love the tank, and I got a pretty good crew in it, so I've been playing it quite a bit. So, prior to the update. So now, like I said, I've been playing this M10 RBFM, and it's similar. It doesn't have the mobility of the 67, and it never will. So, and that was one of its greatest features. Anyway, y'all. Plus, the gun was awesome. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. I hope you enjoy it. Without further ado, let's get to it. Thanks for watching.
Enemy vehicle is damaged. Gotcha.
So CB, Fa, and I are going to spawn on the north side of this Ruinberg map. I'm in my Biscuit. Obviously, CB's in the T67 and Fa is in the M10. We're doing a drop in. Actually, Possum's on the enemy team. And when the game gets going, there you can see me right there. I'm going to head over to where the bush line is, and I'm going to die pretty quickly because I'm a Muppet and I'm not a very good light tank driver. And this is, you know, it is what it is, but we're going to pause it real quick right here. Okay, so we are in my garage. This is the comparison section, and I wanted to go over real quick what's here and what these are. And just so you can see, this is my M10, how I got it configured. Bounty, gun rammer Bounty Turbo. I'm not going to get into the specifics of the stuff yet. We'll do that in a second. This is my current configuration of my T67. It's just a gun rammer net and a binox. With the Brothers in Arms crew. These two, this column right here is the vanilla stock tanks. There's nothing in there. It's got the new tank smell. Same with the T67. Now this setup right here is to potentially address the aiming time. It has an improved gun laying drive on it. And then this tank right here has a improved gun laying drive and an improved gun rammer on it. And then if you potentially wanted to go all out to fix the issues with the gun dispersion, we could potentially add a bounty aiming device, which would bring our gun dispersion to 0.35. However, that is going to significantly impact our view range. As you can see, 345 is not good. We definitely don't want to be there with that. So anyway, I wanted to cover this. We'll get into the meat and potatoes of this. And I'm going to throw up basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put some information on it to make it easier dissectable so we can talk about it. Okay, we're back. So just wanted to talk about this this chart. You know, I added some lines here to make it a little bit easier to read or to see. So we're going to start off with this is the pre-nerf tank information. This is what it was prior to them nerfing it. I knew that this well, when I found out they were going to nerf it, I did this because I figured I'd be doing a video about it someday, and here we go. So we'll start off with this. The stock, the pre-nerf stock was a gun loading time was 3.07 seconds. Now it's 3.55 seconds. That is a 0.48 increase in time. So the current T67 is 0.48 seconds slower to reload than the original pre-nerf. If we're going to switch down here to aim time, original aim time of the stock tank was 1.82 seconds. Current aim time is 2.21 seconds. So the current T67 is 0.39 seconds slower to aim than the original T67 prior to the nerf. Dispersion is the same. 0.39 was 0.39. I thought they had goofed around with that, but apparently they didn't. DPM. The DPM of the stock T67 was 2,249, and the current stock DPM is 1,945. That is a decrease in 304 DPM with post nerf. If we were comparing the current configurations with a gun rammer and a BOA crew, gun loading time was 2.7 seconds. Now it's 3.12. This is my configuration with just a basic gun rammer on it. Obviously that'll change depending on what kind of gun rammer you put on there. But aim time was 1.78 seconds. Now aim time is 2.16 seconds. That is the current T67 is 0.38 seconds slower to aim than the original. DPM remains the same. Gun dispersion remains the same at 0.38, which is horrible. Gun dispersion on a BOA crew was 2,556. Now it's 2,210. It's less configured now than it was stock originally. You see what I mean? If we compare that against the current M10, it just gets eaten alive. It's 500 DPM more. Do you understand why I'm playing the M10? I mean, that's a monumental amount of damage. Now the T67 does have other qualities that are better than the M10, but if we were just talking about comparing the M10 stock configurations against, this stock configuration against this pre-nerf, let's see here, pre-nerf. Let's see. No, we're just going to compare the stock. We're just going to compare these two stocks together. Just out of the box, the way you get it right now, the M10 has a 0.58 second advantage in gun loading. Right here, it has a DPM it has a better DPM by 377 DPM over the stock T67, and let's see, aiming time is 0.48 seconds faster, and gun dispersion is 0.04. So 0.35 versus 0.39 stock gun dispersion. So as far as gun handling characteristics, the M10 beats the T67 all day long, and no matter what you do to it, it beats it. I don't care what you put on it. Now maybe if you throw some food on there and some directives. So I didn't put any consumables. I'm just talking about a stock tank. Now if you throw food and directives on there, then you can get it a little bit better. But I'm not talking about that. That's something, not everybody has that kind of stuff. Now, what can we do to fix it? Let's see. If you add a improved gun laying drive, which is the bond, you can get your aiming time down to 1.9. It's not going to affect your gun dispersion. It's not going to affect your DPM. This is just a regular gun rammer in it. This next line is if you added an improved gun laying drive and an improved gun rammer, this is 10,000 bonds to get here. You get your gun loading time to 3. Which brings your DPM up to 2,300. Vices, that's 90, is 10,000 bonds worth 90 DPM. You have to be the judge of that. I can't say. It seems awfully expensive to me for it's a whole lot of bonds for not very much return on your investment. But if it matters to you, then by all means go after it. If you're trying to 3 market, then you got to do whatever you got to do to get it, to improve it. The next thing, if you wanted to go all out and you're willing to risk sacrifice view range, you could put bounty aiming on there, and you could get your view range, your DPM, your gun dispersion down to 0.35 with 1.9 aim time with 0.3 gun loading. So no matter what you do, as far as like non-consumable, not using any type of a consumable item, you're never going to get where the M10 is. Now the M10. The T67 definitely outperforms the M10 in camo, mobility, and everything to do with mobility. It's better. So there you go. I just wanted to do a quick. This is now. Is it broken? If you're comparing it against what it was, it's definitely nowhere near as good as it was. But we can get it close, and I think that close can basically be it's not as noticeable as it is right now. I think this is the major contributing factor right here. If you maybe wanted to put a bounty loading device on there, it gets you like the 3.07, and still that's not a whole lot different than what it are. I don't think it's that noticeable. So I think this is the bounty improved gun laying drive is the way to go, but I'll have to check it out and see. So anyway, there you go. Let's move on. I'm going to show you two quick, couple little quick, comparison videos of the two. So here you go.
Nice shot.
So this is a shot of CB shooting the Leopard as you're about to see in the upcoming game. See how slow it is to aim. This is me. Pre-nerf. Siegfried line map. Shooting long distance.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration.
Just epic. Does that look like 0.38 gun dispersion to you? This is CB shooting Abyss. Look at the bloom.
Vehicle is damaged. Opponent is hit. Enemy vehicle
See what I mean?
destroyed.
This is me again. Same game.
Critical hit. Enemy is hit. We didn't even scratch them. Penetration. Enemy is hit.
Doesn't look like .38
Penetrate their armor.
gun dispersion to me.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
And there you go. So back to the game. I just wanted to show you like what it looks like, what it used to look like, and what it looks like now. So maybe you can see the difference. I can definitely see the difference, and I can definitely feel the difference or experience. You know, when I'm playing, it just doesn't. It's just something's not right about it. If you haven't played the T67 in a long time, you might not notice it. You know, but if you've been playing a lot, and I have. I've played it a lot. I noticed it immediately, and Happy, like I said, Happy noticed it. But irregardless, this is the game. CB took this thing out, and he's gonna play the broken T67. So he gets in a pretty aggressive spot here to basically shoot down the heavy line, which is a great place to go. And he's hitting the Covenator. You can see I'm sitting up in there in the bush. There's a shot on the Panther M10, the tier 7. That's a preferred matchmaking tank too, by the way, which is I'm gonna get that tank one day. Gets another.
It's bounced.
Yeah, good luck with that. CB knows. I mean, if he gives him the side, CB can hit him, but that's a long way. He doesn't really stand much of a chance hitting that. Or if he can hit it, but he's not going to pin it unless he presses that number 2 button. Oh, no, that he can. If he's turned sideways all day long. So you're about to see the Leopard come in behind him. And there's Fa in his M10. CB's dug in, he's in cover. Unfortunately, Fa is not. And that Leopard's going to swing around with that machine gun. A devastating, I guess that's a 20 millimeter.
Nice shot.
Looks like he tracks him.
Enemy vehicle is damaged.
Gets set on fire.
On fire.
Beautiful.
Enemy armor destroyed.
So, CB's crew has that eagle eye, it looks like, on there, where he can tell you, see what equipment's damaged, etc., which is pretty cool. I followed CB's advice in that, and training that on my commanders as well. Game's tied up. It's 3-3. These cats are hemmed up against this center building wall here. I'm running for my life, and I'm about to get killed. Fa just got taken out, and I'm about to die like a complete moron. I'm not really very good at spotting to begin with, especially not on this map. I know a few places to go, but nevertheless, CB sitting here studying this STRV M42, this autoloader combination of a Swiss and French tank. It's a good little tank, man. And there goes the hits the VK. That's the tier 6. He's getting hit by the AT8. He's trying to tuck himself in here like a little tick here. Get tucked in and behind these rocks. Get a little bit of cover. He's waiting for this VK to pull out. That's the tier 6 medium tank, German medium tank, which is a pretty good tank, man. Got a really good accurate gun on it. Keep his rear end down. I guess he's trying to keep him spotted. The P40 Italian P43 BIS is pretty good. Really good medium tank. They both are. I've been down both the lines. I've finished both lines. I finished the heavy line for the Italian heavies. And then went all the way to tier 10. Finished that, and then the leopard grind. So let's see if you can get a shot on this STRV. That's a good premium tank, man. It's pretty good. Oh, looks like he got tracked. He's on fire. Look at that. It's beautiful. Set him on fire. That's beautiful. CB's being very patient here. He's just letting them make mistakes, and he's doing his best not to make any. Punishing them when they do. And the one thing the T67 has is great camo. He does have a net. He hasn't, you know, but you got to sit long enough to let it engage. And CB is tired of sitting here, so he's on the move now. He's going to head more towards. Well, he's going to head back and go back to the buildings, and he's going to hang back here in this corner, like a dedicated sniper would, for just a little bit, and then he'll make his way into town towards the church here shortly. He's going to sit up here because there is a light tank, AMX-12T, sitting over here in the bushes. He's going to do his best to give him some support, fire support, and help this cat make a little bit of spot assist damage if these guys are going to poke. And they might. I don't know. Well, with the Cromwell has already made his way into their side of the map. I doubt very seriously they're going to try to push over. He's going to linger here for just a little bit. See that aim time? He's switching over to he's pressing the number 2 button. He's immediately become a better player. You kind of need it, man. I mean, this little pea shooter of a tank, man. If he comes across something headed straight at him with that frontal armor, it doesn't have the penetration is about the same as the M10. The M10 does just like what two damage, you know, just a little bit more damage per shot. So, like I said, gun-wise, they're pretty. The M10's got the T67 as far as gun handling. Everything except gun traverse. CB's decided he's going to push towards the church. I guess he's studying this OI down here by himself. It's never a good thing for an OI to be without any type of support. Something small could get up beside the OI and kill him pretty easily if they manage to avoid his devastating shot, which can happen. And if it does, the OI is going to be in trouble. I mean, ELC BIS can get up beside an OI, and the OI wouldn't be able to do anything about it. He just can't, doesn't have the gun, just can't push, shoot down at the, now he could push it up against the wall and smash it, but if he gets behind a man, the OI is going to be just pretty bad. He hits the 5916 light tank on the run, man. There's one thing, we talked about all the gun dispersion and all those values and stuff, but there's one factor that can't be overlooked, which is a huge part of all this. It's called RNG. It's just lucky shots. You can snapshot stuff and engage auto aim, and a lot of that goes out the window. Kind of yes and no, but in this case, you would already taken your first shot. You would have already been on your second shot, and you would already had your third one away in the time it took you. Of course, you didn't have, you had a guy, you had a teammate get in your way too. Takes out the P43 BIS, Italian tier 6 medium, which is awesome. Great great medium tank. And the only tank that's left is Artie, and he's down here somewhere. And CB's looking for him. And sure enough, there he is. Spots it, takes a snapshot. That's a snapshot. He dodges the that shot from the GW, and then takes out the GW Panther for victory. That's 5 kills, man. Great job, CB. Outstanding game. So CB is an accomplished player. He's very methodical and he's very good, and he can make anything work. But his opinion, I take great stock in what his opinion. So let's see what he got. He got first class mastery badge. He got bruiser, fighter for 5 kills, and fire for effect. He did 1,476 damage. He had 774 assist damage for a combined 2,250. He had 5 kills. He killed the Leopard, the STRV M42, the 5916 light tank, the P43 BIS, and the GW Panther. And I had a great game. So back to what I was saying, man. I take, I take a lot of stock in what he says, and if he says it's not broken, that it's just different. It's been changed. It's just not what it was. And to my position, after playing it for so long, it's definitely different, and it's going to. I think we can throw some modifications together and help make it fun again. And like I said in the intro, get that love and feeling back, because I really, really loved playing this tank. It's the mobility, the camo of it, and just all around, it's fun. And then it's the mystique of a T67. It used to be this gnarly thing, and it still can be, especially in the hands of a capable player like CB. So, CB, thank you so much for sending me the game, buddy. And it was a lot of fun to platoon with you, and I look forward to further exploring this project as far as returning and see if we can save the save the T67. So anyway, everybody, thank you so much for coming back to the channel, hanging out with me, and listening to my diatribe and blabber about the T67. And it almost sounded like Quickie Baby back there with all the different charts and graphs and whatever, and spinning wheels and stuff. So y'all, I hope you enjoyed it. And if it was a complete utter garbage, please consider hitting that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and definitely let me know what you think about it. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. You know what to do. Hit the notification bell. And if you got a video that you're proud of, you had a good game, and you want to show it off, and nobody else wants to show it off, by all means, send it to me. I'd be happy to show off your gameplay. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all take care, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching again. Bye, y'all.